Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Cinta Nadhifa, Class 2C, English Education Department of University Sultan Syarif Qasim Riau. And right now, I want to explain to you guys about simple present tenses. Okay, what is simple present tenses? The simple present is a verb tense with two main uses. We use the simple present tense when an action is happening right now or when it happens regularly or unceasingly, which is why it's sometimes called present indefinite. Depending on the person, the simple present tense is formed by using the root form or by adding s or es to the end. How to form the simple present? In the simple present, most regular verbs use the root form, except in the third person singular, which ends in s. Example: first person singular, I write. Second person singular, you write. Third person singular, he, she, it writes. Not the s. First person plural, we write. Second person plural, you write. Third person plural, they write. For a few verbs, the third person singular ends with es instead of s. Typically, these are verbs use root forms ends in o, ch, sh, th, ss, gh, or z. Okay, next to the present simple grammar structure. Positive, the rules are subject plus to be plus predicate or subject plus verb plus object. Negative, subject plus to be plus not plus predicate or subject plus don't plus or doesn't plus verb plus object. Interrogative, am or is or are plus subject plus predicate or do or does plus subject plus verb plus object. That is the grammar structure. Okay, next to the use of present simple tense. Number 1, we use the present simple when something is generally always true. Example: people need food. It snows in winter here. And two make 4. Number 2, similarly, we need to use this tense for a situation that we think is more or less permanent. Example: where do you live? She works in bank. I don't like mushrooms. Number 3, the next use is for habits or things that we do regularly. We often use adverbs of frequency such as often, always, and sometimes. In this case, as well as experience, like every day or twice a month. See the present continuous for new temporary or annoying habits. Example: I play tennis every Tuesday. I don't travel very often. Number 4, we can also use the present simple for short actions that are happening now. The actions are so short that they are finished almost as soon as you have said sentence. Example: this is often used with sport commentary. And he takes the ball, he runs down the wing, and he scores. For future use, we use the present simple to talk about the future when we are discussing a timetable or a fixed plan. Usually, the timetable is fixed by an organization, not by us. Example: school begins at 9 tomorrow. Or what time does the film start? And then the plane doesn't arrive at 7, it arrives at 7:30. Number 6, we also use the present simple to talk about the future after words like when, until, after, before, and as soon as. These are sometimes called subordinate clauses of time. Example: I will call you when I have time, not will have. And then I won't go out until it stops raining, unless I'm going to make dinner after I watch the news. And then is for conditional use. We use the present simple in the first and the zero conditionals. Example, if it rains, we won't come. If you heat water to 100 degrees, it boils. Okay, next to the time expression in the present simple. The most common time expressions in the present simple are usually always, never, on Wednesday, every Wednesday, twice a week, once a month, in general, every other day. Time expressions made up of one word are placed between the subject and the verb in positive sentences and questions and between the auxiliary verb and main verb in negative sentences. Example, I always study hard for exams. And then, do you usually speak to him like that? And then, time expression made up two or more words placed either at the beginning or at the end of the sentence and usually at the end of the question. Example, Ben goes to the football practice every Tuesday. In general, I believe that all people can live in peace. And then, you go to the supermarket every week. The conclusion, the simple present tense is time form used to express deeds. Simple present tense is used to express a habit that is performed at a certain times, declares general truths, states a repeated action, states an instruction or direction, states a fixed arrangement declaring with a future construction. Okay, that's all about simple present tense. I hope you understand about how I explain to you. Sorry if I made a mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.